Start some music. Music should be here. Grim Creeper, what's up, man? First person here. I'm just looking for some music real quick to play. But how you doing? How you doing? You doing good? Aisha, how's it going? Janelle, anime. People are just pouring in. Fantasies of Fright, CCG. Love you bunches, Dark Narrator. You are beautiful. Thank you, Janelle. Yo man. Hello, Deanne. Woot, I'm number one. Oh. God, I hate this hair. I hate it. I gotta get my hair cut. Turn this down a bit. How am I doing? Tired. Long day at work. Did extra hours because I needed a ride home, so I just waited for my boss to get off. Why I fixed this and it's not fixing itself. It auto did the wipe. Fucking ah! Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark? Hold on. I'll fix. It's not fixing. Why is it not fixing? Why is it so dark? Give me a second. It's because the contrast is low? No, nothing's working. I really am the Dark Narrator. Let me reconfigure my thingy here. I broke it. I'll just delete the thing and then redo it. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. My thing is breaking. I can see you guys popping in the chat, but I can't see anything else. Why did that just break my shit? It just literally broke everything. Like, my whole thing froze. I can't mess with anything. Maybe if I click... Oh, maybe if I click off of this, can it... There we go. That's why. Video capture device, add source, new source. That should have done it there. I think I fixed it. To an extent. My visible now? Can you see me? I just need to turn the brightness up a bit. Dezombify, what's up? Okay. Why is it... Did I break it again? No, I just... Okay, this should work. Right, okay, that should do things. Alright, I think I fixed it. I don't fucking know. Anyways, alright. Who just joined? I know there's a couple. I should probably get off of this. Why am I dropping frames now? That's not good. The stream just doesn't like me. trying to get things set. I should have had this done before I started this. Alright. So we got Dezombified is in here. Okay, I think he was I think they were the only one who joined. Okay. So, welcome to another chat stream. I am so behind on chat right now. Hate this camera. Okay. I don't even know where to start with this fucking chat. I broke it. I'm doing pretty good. Clumsy, clumsy. Okay, I didn't miss that much. That's fine. That's fine. I like the little segments where you guys are just talking to each other. I don't have to do shit. I'm just like a host for you guys to gather, you know. So it's good. Nothing. Everything's shit. No, I'm kidding. Why did I get a notification of my own fucking thing? That's weird. Yeah. I don't know. We're close to 500 subs, so that's cool. That's good. I'm working. Making the monies. Still a little bit sick. You might have heard it in today's video, actually, that I was a little bit sick. Like, I hope this window back there is not, like, destroying your eyeballs with how bright that is. I can't do anything about it. Where's your bestie? Dustin? I don't know. What the fuck is this song? That's the same, bro. You really started getting a bunch of subs right after you really started getting a bunch of subs right after you hit 400. It's probably because of the Mortis competition, to be honest. That's probably where most of them are coming from. A couple usually come from just regular, like, people finding me. But I think most of them came from the Mortis competition. I deserve more subs. I want to show that. Why wouldn't I show that? Yeah, it's definitely from Mortis. Is there any way you could cover your window behind you, Dan? I would love to, but I have no curtains. I don't know what else to do. I can lower the camera a bit, maybe. That's as best I got. I don't got any better than that. My head can block it. Maybe. No, that just makes it worse. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's as best as I get. Well, it's 5:30. It's almost 6 o'clock, so it should be getting darker out soon. I wish I had curtains, but I don't have a curtain thing. I don't. Turn this down a bit. Oh, my head could block it. I mean, I got nothing else. I don't got no curtains. I just do this the whole time. What's up? How y'all doing? Staple a blanket to the wall and cover the window. I can't. It's not my house. I can't do that. There's a lot of things preventing me from putting staples in my fucking walls. Even though there's staple holes where the windows curtains are supposed to be. Jesus Christ, man. I need tissues. That's not a tissue. That's a napkin. What the fuck spilled? Oh, nothing. It was just the condensation from my drink. Still sick. Still runny nose. When I chat with nerds, it feels like I'm chatting with good friends. That's good. I hope I do the same. I did that when I was younger because I just like pure black in my room. When I get my new house, I'm going to put blackout curtains. So anytime I do these, when I get my new house, you won't have anything but my face in the shot. So I would like to have blackout curtains so when I do recordings, I could just black everything out. It's nighttime. I'll put myself in mood. You know what I'm saying? DN peed on the floor. No, the fuck I didn't. Let's look at this. That's good. So let me this just with all you guys in the chat right now. This reminded me of something I tried to do before I really started this channel. Actually, yeah, it was months before I started this. Sometime in May of last year, I believe it was April or May of last year. So almost like a full year, maybe, almost. I can't really remember. Maybe it was March. It might be over a full year, but there was this. Let me just turn this down a bit for me because it's really loud for me. There was this thing that I tried to do. I tried to be a Twitch streamer, like full-time Twitch streamer. I really did. And I remember, God, it took me so long to get like one consistent viewer that wouldn't leave. And my whole thing was like, oh, I'm not playing Fortnite. I wasn't playing the popular games everyone else was playing. So it would, and I also had really shit internet. You couldn't even see what was going on. It was so bad. Like the game was all blurry and shit. So I would still stream though. I would still stream for like 4.5 hours. And I found one game that got me a bulk of my viewership, and that was Left 4 Dead 2. So the first time I really had any viewers was I had like 10 people watching me, and they were all watching Left 4 Dead 2, and I wasn't expecting it because I didn't know Left 4 Dead 2 was that popular on Twitch anymore because it's an older game. But no, there's a huge following on it still. So when I streamed it, me and my friends did this thing where we played the entirety of Left 4 Dead 1 on stream, which took us like 6 hours, maybe? No, like 4 or 5, something like that. But we did it like straight. Ate some dinner in the middle of it. Oh, this had to be in like April because I remember one time I remember the next stream we did. It was the second game all the way through, and we cut it short because we wanted to go see Infinity War, which came out. So this had to have been, this was like May, because this was like the third time me seeing Infinity War, I believe. So yeah, anyways, back to the story. So I did that, and I got a bunch of viewers. I gained like, I think it was like 30 followers in like a week, and I got all the way up to like, I don't know, like 100 followers or something like that. And then anytime I would stream any other game, no one would join. No one would look at it. And it started getting me very discouraged because I didn't want to be known for someone playing Left 4 Dead because I started getting bored of it. And like I said, I remember when I didn't have... I think they're just listening to the story, CCG. I remember... Like, it's a lot more dedicated people. It's not that they're not dedicated. It's just that I wasn't playing the right games, you know? So there was a huge point of me trying to do this where I grinded for a sub button. I got a sub button within a month. But then after the sub button, just nobody started showing up. And I never had a consistent viewership. And the reason I'm bringing all this up is that I never thought that I could just hit the go live button on here and then people would just pour in and then just stay there talking to me for hours. That's why every time I'm like, I don't know why you guys are here, because clearly I wasn't interesting enough for those people, because I was trying to play whatever I want, and then just maybe people would show up for me, but no one ever did. And I was grinding hard. It wasn't like I gave up. I mean, I gave up eventually, but that was because I actually was wasting my time, because I did it for a month and a half. And I finally got the sub button and just nobody showed up. It wasn't fitting for me. And I started realizing that I didn't even want people to watch me play games anyway, because I did that for 4.5 years on YouTube and it didn't pan out. So why would I do it there? I mean, I do it occasionally, like I did it yesterday, but nobody shows up. Like, I posted on Twitter and it's like, I'll be there, and then nobody comes. It's funny as hell. So I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll stop doing more game streams. I could have done a chat stream during that, but I wanted to hang out with my friend and play a game, because we haven't been playing games for a while. He's been working, I've been working. But it just brought me back to that. Only a year ago, I wasn't anybody. I couldn't get anybody in here for a consistent amount of time to talk about anything or enjoy anything I did. And the fact that I could just hit the go live button and you guys pour in and stay here is insane to me still. And I don't think I'll ever get used to it. We're here because you are awesome. Thank you so much. Well, I meant the more of the way how people just enjoy watching the streamer, have fun. My buddy streams GTA San Andreas most of the time. We get like 100+ views. I think it depends on what people want to see. People like games like GTA and GTA 5, GTA San Andreas because it fucks around. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like you can't really like fuck up playing that game. There's always something happening that's funny. But what I was playing is games that I like to play, and I don't play games usually typically people like to play all the time. I mean, Generation Zero, you don't really see many people playing that. I love that game. I streamed The Forest for a while, but that's after it was popular. I tried streaming like the Source modifications like Nightmare House 2. Streamed Minecraft, got a couple of viewers. I just didn't do the popular games. That's why I wasn't into Fortnite. I wasn't into any of the big games coming out. Some of the big games coming out were only PS4 exclusive, so I couldn't stream like Spider-Man because I didn't have a PS4. Creators have to stick together. That's one good reason to be here. Yes. And after, so fast forward, I'm telling you my whole story, my whole thing before this, okay, before the Dark Narrator ever existed, and this wasn't that long ago because I only started in June of last year, so May is when I stopped streaming really like hardcore, and then. Yeah, it didn't last long. It was like 2 months. So, fast forward. The DN origin story, yes. Fast forward like 2 months. And I... somewhere in like the couple of weeks before this channel was made, I had another channel called Synthwave Games that I abandoned for this one. And I'm so glad I did because when I first started, I made both of those channels, and I was running both of them. I made the Dark Narrator and Synthwave Games, and I was running both of them side by side. But I found that it was hard to do that because I couldn't focus on certain content, so this channel ended up getting neglected for like a couple of months in the beginning. And I started realizing that I was having way much more fun making the narration videos than I was making the gaming videos. So I was neglecting the wrong channel. I shouldn't have ever made Synthwave Games because let's go back even further. The reason that I even stopped making videos on my previous channel with my name and then just TV at the end, JKirk TV, I had 2 of those channels. The first one for like 4.5 years didn't really work out. So I was like, maybe I just stopped uploading. And maybe people didn't come because of consistency. So maybe I'll start a new channel called it JKirk TV. Called the other one JKirk TV Old Channel. So that one didn't pan out. And I was like, maybe it's my name. Maybe my name is just unlucky. So I started a new channel called Synthwave Games. Now, this is like years past. Like I think I did JKirk TV, the original channel, for like maybe 3.5 years, 4 years, and then I did the second one for like a year, and it wasn't panning out. And I also just didn't enjoy editing gaming videos. I just didn't enjoy doing it at all. Also, the fact that I wasn't getting any traction. Who wants to continue doing this if they don't have anything coming out of it, you know? And I know that it sounds a little weird the way I'm putting it, but like, what's the point of doing this if you're doing it for so long and there's nothing? Like, I can understand if you're doing it for like a year and there's nothing, but I did it for 5 and there was nothing. So I definitely think I stretched it. What's up, Phlegathon? How you doing? Thanks for all your glorious music. I love you. Well, anyways, so I didn't like doing it because I wasn't getting anything from it, and I also just didn't feel like I was funny, and I didn't enjoy editing my own videos. So I stopped for a while, a couple of months. And I was like, you know what? I kind of miss doing gaming. Maybe I'll switch it up. Maybe if I switch it up, I'll gain more motivation. And once I made Synthwave Games, I started to get a little more traction than I did when I had J Kirk TV or the other one. But the one thing that I loved the most about J Kirk TV, what I did, is that every so often, if I had the time, I would make a narration video. They weren't good. You guys have heard them on stream before. But I enjoyed doing them. I enjoyed reading creepy stories. They didn't get any views, but I liked doing them. So I was like, what if I dedicated a whole channel just to that? Because people are not going to come to a gaming channel expecting a horror video, you know, like a narration video. So I did. But it took me so long to come up with the Dark Narrator. Like, I went through countless names on YouTube to try to figure out what I should bunch up together. Come up with the Dark Narrator. And that's what I decided to use. And the original picture wasn't a mummy. It was some silhouette of a man in a suit with like holding a microphone. See, Gothic Rose, you made it. So fast forward like 2 months, I had already made Synthwave Games, a bunch of videos, and I really enjoyed them. But then there was this slowdown where it happened to the previous channels where I just couldn't find any games to play. So I made another Dark Narrator video saying, where have I been? And that, I also made a where have I been thing with Synthwave Games because I think I got sick or something like that with upper respiratory infection, so I couldn't really do anything. So then I decided that I wanted to spend a little more time making Dark Narrator videos. Maybe I wouldn't drop Synthwave completely, but I did want to start spending more time on this. So I spent more time looking through stories, finding more stuff, narrating them, and I started pumping them out every Saturday. And eventually, Synthwave just faded. Like, I just started forgetting about it. And I did never make an update video. It just stopped. And ever since then, I have been going strong since that moment. And I'm very glad I did. I'm very glad I did drop it because I wouldn't have been able to be dedicated to you guys, and I wouldn't have you guys right now if it wasn't for that decision to just drop something that I didn't know I didn't need. Like, I didn't need to do that. The reason I was doing gaming is because 15-year-old me saw PewDiePie playing horror games, and he wanted to do that too. But I wasn't 15-year-old me anymore. I was 20-year-old, 20-year-old Jay trying to figure out what he wants to do. And I dropped the J Kirk TV moniker from everything I had. I changed everything that I use, including in games, to the Dark Narrator. This is who I wanted to be. Because J Kirk TV I wasn't proud of, because I didn't make anything that I enjoyed, and nobody seemed to enjoy it anyway. But people enjoy this, and I enjoy this. So I want to be this, and I will be this, and I will continue to work for you guys. And that's a whole origin story that didn't need to be said, but, usually I let you guys ask the questions to do the talking, but I feel like that was a good topic, and you guys probably have never heard it before, so, yeah. Let's see what I missed. So Gothic I got. I know someone else popped in. Oh, I got Flag. It's okay. But I love this horror community. If I stayed on Twitch trying to grind out, or I stayed in the gaming community, it would never have been this good. Because this is the only community I have ever seen, and I've seen a lot. The gaming community is it's very, very scarce of like nice people. And the Twitch community is toxic as fuck. This is right where I want to be. My nose is running. I need a Motrin. Yeah, got one over here. I want to hear something funny. Haha. I feel you got there, Crows. When I started doing narrations, I always thought it would be... I'd just be like some weird dude because most people at my school didn't love horror as much as me. Then I found this community and I never felt more fit. You don't need the people on the outside. That's what most people don't realize. You don't need people on the outside to love you, to get to know you, and to appreciate you, because this place already had a huge community for you to slip right into and make your own, make your own foundation. That's what's great about YouTube. It has its own little cliques that you can fall back on to always be there for you. Just sit back and relax. 'Cause I'm tired. I'm so tired. Thank you. How long did I talk? Because that felt like I did it forever. Why does that keep happening? Nice. Okay. A little bit of hair going on up here. Yeah. Can I just... Alright. Can I just talk about a person that I dislike? That is... It just... He's making a bad name for all of the narrators out there. I don't know if you guys are aware of this man. But Fearcrawler I know is, and he brought him to my attention. Apparently he who did he impersonate for a long time? Was it Mr. Reality? Mr. Haunted? I can't remember which one. Oh, Mr. Terror, that's what it was. So there is this guy called Brett Buckman, right? This man is a fucking asshole. I'm just gonna say that right now. His name is Brett Buckman. He does his own narrations. The narrations themselves aren't that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. His content isn't that bad, but what is bad is his attitude, and I don't think it's welcome in this type of community. I'm not the spokesperson for this community, but I know. Jesus Christ, the stream reconnected and the entire fucking chat on the screen just went fucking haywire. Oh, that was amazing. And this man recently, a couple weeks ago, made a diss track about Mr. Nightmare because Mr. Nightmare apparently copyright striked his thing because Brett Buckman stole his video, or something like that. I can't remember which, and he's been doing it for a long time. So, and then recently he just did a video saying, doing 4 creepy stories featuring Mr. Nightmare. You go into the video, Mr. Nightmare is nowhere to be seen. And then at the bottom, in the comments, it has Mr. Nightmare, a fake one, saying, "Thanks for having me." He's creating another account called Mr. Nightmare to fucking comment on his videos. He is... Okay, we should be back now. I'm probably being throttled. But I'm back. I don't know how often this is gonna fucking happen, but that was annoying. What's my hair doing? Stop it. Just waiting for everybody to pop back in. Where's my phone? Did everybody die? Where everybody go? Fantasies of Fright is here. He's being hacked? What do you mean he's being hacked? Mr. Nightmare is being hacked? I'm so confused. Or me. Are you talking about me? I'm slow. I'm too tired for this shit. Anyways. How your stream went down? Probably. Anyways. Let's talk about stuff. It's not buffering. My stream keeps crashing. Anyways, let's talk about what I was talking about. So, he was apparently notorious as being the impersonator of Mr. Terror, going to other narrators' channels, and then consisting of saying the N-word and saying that apparently that narrator kidnapped their daughter or had sex with their daughter, even though Brett Buckman doesn't have a daughter. He's a vile piece of shit, and I don't think he should be part of the horror community at all. Insects are cool. How you doing? Let's hope we don't crash this time. Hopefully it doesn't, because I restarted Streamlabs, so maybe it'll be okay now. Whoa, why ever say something like that? Anything like, I don't know. He's a fucking asshole, and I don't think he doesn't belong here. I'm good. How about you? I'm good. I'm tired. Just told my whole life story in the other part of the stream that crashed. I gotta shave a little bit. I gotta trim it. I gotta do like this side and this and all this. It's so itchy. ASMR itching beard. Oh, kicked my computer. That was nice. You missed most of it? My life story? Really? You were there, I thought. No one's being hacked. It was just a joke. You can go back and listen to it. What's up, Dustin? How you doing? I'm new to the horror community. Well, welcome. It's a nice community to be a part of. It's nice. That's what I'm saying. What's this person's name again? I will fucking link his channel right now. Here, you can go look at his fucking stupid ass. I'm not one to like spread drama, even though I have been in a lot of it in the past months with Rob Gavigan and Party. But this guy is just an asshole. Why does it keep doing this? This is getting annoying. doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna get off of this. Is something downloading that I'm not aware of? No. Yeah, it's my stream, Dustin. Maybe I can try streaming from a different thing. No, it'll probably crash too. I don't know. It's just gonna keep crashing, I guess. I don't fucking know. Maybe because the server's not the right thing? Because that's usually why I keep disconnecting. So what's the server stream? Primary YouTube ingest server. This has never really happened. Like, why is it reconnecting so much? Why is everyone reporting or blocking them? They're a fucking scumbag asshole. Just take my word for it. But as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Streamlabs. If I were to ever make a diss track, if someone would ever make a diss track, I could definitely do it. I just choose not to. I don't know enough about the guy. That's the problem with people doing diss tracks on YouTube. They never know enough about them, and it always sounds like shit. Yeah, he said some vile shit. Spit some bars right now. I can't freestyle, but I have some stuff. I always have stuff written down. Always. Ooh, I just got smooth. Ooh. Ooh. Look how smooth I look. Wait, is it because I have... Ah, okay. So if I keep this up, does it make me look nice? It does. Look at that. Aw. I have some stuff. Do you actually want me to? If you ever do, I love to hear it. Alright. What do I got? What is this one called? What is this? Oh, this is one that I did on the Christmas Eve stream that I never finished. I think I'm saving this for a song, so I think I'm gonna not do this one. Oh, maybe I can do this. I can do the beginning. I just don't want to reveal it too much because I am going to make it into a song eventually. Oh, give me a second. Do you guys actually want me to do this? So I'll do it, I guess. I might stumble though, because not very good. Yes. Okay. I'm just making sure everybody here wants to. I don't want to do it if nobody likes rap. All right, fine. Fine, I'll do it for you. Let me turn this off. I have to turn the music off because then I'll be rapping to a beat that it doesn't go with. Okay. I don't have a name for this. I literally just called it Flows because maybe that's what I'll call it. I'll just call it Flow or something like that. Because there's a bunch of different flows in this whole song that like switch up every so often. So I was like, what else am I going to call it, you know? All right, man. So like I said, if I stutter, that's just because either I'm nervous or I'm just not good at doing it in a one shot. So, all right. It's called Flows. Don't laugh at me. Yo, I'm harder than ever, duct tape my chest to these Berettas. Old rhymes stashed in the cracks beneath the cellar. 44 flights down, surrounded by corroded metal. Cold as ice into my soul, don't forget to bring a sweater. Trapped forever in an endless nightmarish endeavor. Tried escaping but found out the answer is never. Smell of the bodies lost in the wash in the weather. Came home to blood stains and the fingerprints of the fucking babysitter. I padlocked my brain, switchblade to my veins. Secrets of my past only know now as carpet stains. The remains documented and hung in a broken frame. Suicide of this artist, I call it personal slain. With brain matter sprayed onto the fucking window pane. The fame make the end goal. I can see the gates of hell though. Burn, bitch, burned. I'll be screaming at a C note. Creeping up on you, don't tell me you can feel the deep throat. Winged devil swinging sharp metal, leaving bodies in the driveway made of gravel. Better bring a shovel. I'm coming with no other than TDM, ready to snap on the mother. 44 Magnum straight to your spine. It's a crazy thing to think that I can create these rhymes in a blink of an eye. No wonder this fancy lyricism of mine passed through my mind like a knife stabbing into cerebral. Your shit is feeble, mine is intergalactic. I'm spastic, slashing through bodies like butter castrate. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I'm going to show you because there's a whole, like, another 3 minutes of the song that's actually, like, way better than that, but... Hi. Back to chill music. I didn't stutter as much as I thought I would. I focused, that's why. But yeah, I've been working on that since Christmas Eve of last year, I think. Because I did that first paragraph on that Christmas Eve stream, I believe. And I didn't have that second part back then. So that's new to everybody who was there on that stream. Do I write a lot of rap? When I sit down for a little bit and I think of something, I'm like, I gotta write it down. I gotta write it down. Because I'll forget and then I'll never remember it. And I'm like, dude, that was so fucking sick. What was it? Yeah, I have a lot of shit. A lot of stuff. Do I have a lot of stuff? I have stuff on my phone. I have stuff on my computer. There's stuff from an old hard drive that I have. I don't know if it's still on here, though. Oh, burp. Is it this one? When's the album drop? I don't have anybody to make me a beat. Like, I'm trying my hardest to make beats, but I'm not good at making rap beats. I'm good at making, like, synth. You know? I wonder what would be in here. No. This one? What do you mean I don't have permission to access this folder? It's my hard drive. Finish it? Finish what? Finish what? I'm so confused. Oh, Fleg doesn't like, I've already asked Fleg. He doesn't like making, rap stuff. It's not his forte. Oh. You sure? I mean, I guess. I haven't really practiced the second part, though, that much. I would buy your album. Thank you. Maybe I can do another one for you, because I don't want to completely... What's this one? No, not that one, definitely not. I'm looking at all like the raps that I wrote. There's so many. What is this? Nah, that's terrible. Fine. I'll do that one since I can't find another one. Hold on, let me look to see if I can find another one. And if I can't... Nah, fine, I'll do this one. Alright, so... What's this? Oh, it's the same thing. Alright. So... I don't remember how this flow goes. So if I mess this up, like, I literally don't know how to do this one. Like, I forgot, because when it comes to me, I think of flows right then and there, and when I write it, I got it. But, like, if I wait for a couple of months, I forget it. That's why I suck at making songs. Like, alright. How do I not... I just told you, okay? Alright. Fine. I'll try this, but like I said, I don't remember the flow exactly and how I wrote it. Okay, fine. We'll just do it this way. Spitting so motherfucking fast, you're never gonna have a chance to catch the amount of times that I murdered your ass. Acid in your eyes, you can't see the number of balls that I'm tasked with writing in that. Crazy when I put the pen to the pad, I'm making them mad. Never my ass over in the back while I'm a sip on some jack. Sipping the greatest when I jot in these pages, you whack as you lamest. I'm showing these lamest that I'm able to erase what I want like some MIB agents. Finish these bitches with lyrical quickness of vicious when I'm on the mic to paint a scene in it. If you wanna see how fast I can go, then keep listening to this cadence. I'm a Venice with a pen but an enemy. If anyone that come against me, I'm the greatest MC to ever to come to get count to 10. See, 1 to the 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. I left 5 bodies in the back of the store. 6 to the 7 to the 8 to the 9. I killed 10 bitches before I spit in the line. Never gonna get it or understand why I did it, but I do it like I do it because I already been doing it. You know I'm never gonna stop me, so don't even pursue it. And that was it. That's all I got so far. There's more that I have to write. That's why it's not done, but... I want to go home. There's definitely bits and pieces that I have to put in between what I just did. Like, before the ending line, and then, like, somewhere in the middle of the number counting one, I need to put some stuff there. Some fillers. I don't know what I'm going to put there yet, but I've been holding on to this for a long time. I am TDN, the rapper and narrator. Good for you. I'm proud of you, man. So I ordered a pop filter because I saw a lot of people telling me to get one, and it's only like $8. Do you next? Exactly what it does. It gets rid of and the S's is what it does. It gets rid of most of the sounds from the S's and the p. I don't have a pop filter because it never hangs on right, so. As you can see, I'm also very into fast rapping. I love that stuff. If you guys know the song River by Eminem and Ed Sheeran, I was going to make... I wrote an entire thing for my own past experiences for that. I was going to have my friends sing it, but it never really happened. What is this? I have a document called I Flooded the Toilet in Chipotle. Why? What is this? Oh, it was some stupid shit my friend had me do. was so dumb. So, how would you guys like me to read some of the stories from my book, my horror book? HBN in the house. Where is it? I have the folder here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So, I'm going to read some stories from the book because I got nothing else to talk about. So this one is called Where the Ashes Meet the Sky. These are all very short stories. So, I'm just going to pause this real quick. This is Where the Ashes Meet the Sky. I've never flown with so... I already fucked it up. I've never flown with such hope and pride. I'm helping my home, and that is all that matters. My whole life I had wanted to be a pilot. Never in my life would I have possibly thought that I would be flying, let alone by myself, but now for my country. I left the runway, leaving a tattered strip of space. No family to remember me. I had left those thoughts a long time ago. The idea of a family went out the window when I joined the Air Force. Maybe I should have settled down. Maybe, in that regard, I would have always have someone close to cheering me on. None of that mattered now. In the sky, I felt more alive than all of my 35 years on this earth. High above the clouds, soaring through the air like that, you almost forget what your purpose was in that plane. Some may think of me as a monster, going there with the intentions I had. Like everyone else, I was just following orders. As I pass my destination, I dwell on my actions. As I enter the line on where the ashes meet the sky, I could hear the distant screams and screeches bellowing from below in pain and agony. I questioned my country's morals and my own. The hope and pride was all but gone, and all that was left was sadness and horror. I know that for as long as I live, I will never forgive myself for dropping that bomb. So that was Where the Ashes Meet the Sky. Hashtag DN Rapnator. This is the one. This one's called I'm the Only One Who Understands. HBN did this in our first collab, I think we did. I sent it to him. And there's a second part to it. So this is I'm the Only One Who Understands. There isn't enough time left in the world for me to explain any of the events that transpired these past few days. But if I had to say something, anything that would matter at all, it would be this. If somehow this is getting to someone who hasn't been affected, listen to my words very carefully. Don't drink the water. Just don't. Not if you want to lose complete control of everything you have left of yourself. If the water doesn't get you, then they will. They always do eventually. Who is they? I really can't say, to be completely honest. They seem to have just appeared out of thin air, taken over the government, the news, anything that matters. Most seem to think that they're aliens, that they came to exterminate our race in the slowest way possible. But there's a small group of people that seem to believe that they were here all along, just hiding deep within the earth, waiting to take it back. The evidence that supports that theory is very close to nothing. Nothing except a handful of sinkholes that seem to have occurred all at the same time in certain parts of the world. No one seems to have actually seen anything come out of them, nor has anyone seen anything that could have contained them if the sinkhole theory is wrong. So where did they come from? That's where I came up with a theory of my own. The water. Me and my family are the only ones staying away from it due to some personal evidence I have gathered. Before all hell broke loose, and we had to hide in our homes, with the lights and any of the sounds off, I used to work as an assistant for this small town business in a tiny office building. Well, as most office buildings, we had those water dispensers that come out of those big jugs of water. Everything was normal until one guy drank from a certain fountain, and about an hour later, started having uncontrollable seizures, then another, and then another, and then at least half the office building was dropping like flies before I decided to knock all over the fountains. People thought I was the crazy one. Little do they know I was saving their lives. Or maybe I thought I was. All of the people who got sick ended up dying in the hospital a few hours later from a certain chemical found in their digestive tract. Then something weird happened. Anyone who ended up drinking the water and dying from it disappeared from the morgue. You could probably guess where I'm going with this. Something poisoned the water supply with some unknown chemical. People drink the water and die from the poison, and then they reanimate a few hours after dying. At least that's what my mind can come up with. I need to protect my family. I'm the only one who knows what is really happening. But if I have any chance to save someone, just one person this hasn't reached yet, I hope it to be you, baby. I hope the kids are all right, and I'll see you soon. I know you're wondering why I'm gone. Just know that I am doing something bigger than all of us. I love you. Send message. Message sent to Sarah Andrews from Pine Hills Asylum. Okay, what happened? What's up, Nightmare Files? How you doing? That one I'm not that proud of. This one is called Streetlights. I didn't mind it that much. At least the first episode. I didn't see the rest of them. So this one's called Streetlights. God damn it, I stepped in gum again. I said as I was walking through the cold, dark streets. I'm not one to jump or be paranoid by things in the dark very easily. What? Yeah, give me a second. Fucking hell, give me a second. Fucking Christ. 1 second. It's not like I'm doing anything. in there. Okay. Just stopping by to support. Bye. Love you, NF. Alright, back to the story. I was never the squeamish type either. Hell, dissecting frogs was my favorite part of biology. There was just something off about this street, though, that seemed... There was something about this street, though, that just seemed off for some reason. To the naked eye, it just looked like an empty street heavily, blanketed by a thick field of darkness and every so often the glow of streetlights. Safe havens for most people those things were. Didn't really mind the short gap between the warm light. Gave me something to look forward to, I guess. I was walking home from my friend Josh's house. We played video games till about midnight every Saturday, and then I would walk home. As I thought about the games we played, I noticed something going on as my mind drifted back from the thought to reality. The streetlights I passed were shutting off, one after the other. They were all on before, not even a flicker to show that they were faulty. What the fuck? The darkness began to come towards the streetlight I was standing under, like something was passing under them, causing them to turn off in its path. I started to walk quickly between the gap of each light, but it didn't seem to matter because whatever was turning them off showed no signs of stopping. As I sped up, I noticed that the lights in front of me were in fact too shutting off. I stopped dead in my tracks when I realized there was nothing I could do. There was no light on the other side of the road, so there's no telling what was waiting for me there. I had no choice but to stand my ground where I was. In the black mist, I saw what looked like to be a black figure running at me. There was someone in that darkness. As the darkness grew closer, I felt the blackness envelop my soul. I screamed in agony. The pain was unbearable. And then, just as suddenly as it began, it stopped. I was in the middle of the road, clutching my chest. The lights were back on, and there was no dark cloud to be found. But I realized in my panic and frantic running, I didn't know what street I was on and became lost. Luckily, I saw a man walking about a block ahead of me. I ran and shouted, but he didn't seem to hear me. I called out, asking how far the street I lived on was from there. But as he turned around, panic grew in his eyes, and he began to run. I ran after, trying to explain that I just needed help. As I was running and shouting at the man, I noticed something. The streetlights I was running under began to shut off as I passed them. Blah, blah. Oh, Black Mirror is fucking phenomenal. Except the first episode. The first episode's god-awful, and it doesn't even seem like a Black Mirror episode. But the rest of it is fucking awesome. Alright, is there anything else? Alright, I'm going to read one more. This one's called The Thing That Shook the Earth. I wish we could go back to when it wasn't like this, to when this planet was still ours, to when it was just us. It was only a month ago that the object hit the surface of our planet. At first there was nothing, just silence as we watched the smoke from an unknown object fill the sky. And then came the humming. It wasn't anything life-threatening, just a slight humming noise that was just audible enough for you to go a little mad after a while. Then after a few days of the humming, the earth began to shake. It was like a massive earthquake was happening all over the planet, in every country, just everywhere. The shaking lasted for 2 full days. Something was trying to get us angry. But what? After the shaking, everything was silent again, like nothing happened. I thought it was over. But that was when I saw him. My dad, walking down the street. But my dad died 2 years ago, in a horrible car accident. So whatever was walking down the street was not my dad. The thing wearing my dad's skin as a new coat began to walk up my driveway. It got to my door and pounded on it as hard as it could, calling my name, screaming for me to let it in. I hid in my room, and then just as suddenly as it was there, it wasn't. I looked outside to see it standing in the street again, staring at me, viciously scratching its arm. It looked to be irritated by the thing it was wearing to shield itself. I could see its eyes from here, and they didn't look human. They looked like cat eyes or something, and the thing sprinted away, and I haven't seen it since. Here's my theory. Rock from space hits the Earth. Rock is filled with some sort of alien species. Said alien species then proceeds to drill and burrow into the Earth and make its home here. Thus the shaking begins. Then the aliens wear the skins of our species to blend into the further accelerate the process, without being found out. My question is this. How did they get my dad's skin when he should have surely deteriorated by the time they had something to work with? I won't let them take me. I can't. But I fear it might be too late, because my arm is starting to itch. Then who was phone? I'll do one more because it's a continuation of the other one I did. The only one who understands. This is the final one though, and it's really short. This one is called The Message. Message received. I know now what you were doing is the right thing. It wasn't fair of them to throw you in that padded hellhole. But how could they believe what you were saying was true? You told them our world was being taken by something. How could they possibly believe that? I didn't. Not until I saw what you meant for myself. They are dead, James. The children. I had to put them down. Because they drank the water. They were hospitalized a few days ago. I had to rush them to the ER after they both simultaneously started having seizures at the dinner table. They soon went into a medically induced coma and died an hour later from the substance you mentioned. It wasn't until I got back from the hospital and saw the half-empty cups of water on the kitchen table, and after reading your message that I realized what happened to our babies. The doctors at the hospital, they didn't seem right. Neither did the police when I asked why you were being taken away from us, now that I think about it. I'm now sitting here trying to type this full message that will probably never get sent out. I just buried our children, James. They came back after being declared dead at the hospital not 2 hours ago. Walked right through the front door. At first I tried to hug them because I was so happy they were alive, but they lunged at me with incredible force and started to bite and claw at me. It took me almost 10 minutes to finally snap and realize that they weren't my children anymore. So I grabbed a knife off the kitchen table and did what I had to do. I can hear sirens outside. There isn't anything left to do but tell them what I know. Knowing what you have told me and what I have seen, I'll either be in the same boat as you or I'll be forcefully turned into what our children became. I don't want that. And I know you wouldn't either. I love you, James, and I'll be with you soon. Message sent to Dr. Edward Wright at Pine Hills Asylum. Message intercepted. Message redirected to Research Room D39275, SCP Foundation. Alright. That was the last story. Oh my god. Yeah, that was just a continuation or an ending to the other one. Jesus. Thank you. Well, you have a good rest of your day, bro. I'm not crying, I'm just sniffy. I'm stuffy. Sniffy stuffy. The Crimson Cure. Thank you. Welcome. Da da da. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing the Craigslist stories. Fearcrawler actually picked the topic because I gave him two things. Do you want Skinwalkers or do you want Craigslist? And he's like, I'll do Craigslist because I like those types of stories. I'm like, okay. Because I wanted to know which one he wanted to be in. I'm doing both. I'm doing the Skinwalkers one. I just wanted to know which one he wanted to be in. So he picked Craigslist. And I was very happy with how it came out. Yeah, Fearcrawler's great. I was very happy with how the video came out. Trying to get to my channel, but it's not working. Aw, dropped 2 subs. That sucks. Okay.
When I walked outside, there were about 7 different cops on my porch, and they were all pointing tasers and guns at me. One of them hit me on the back of my leg with a nightstick, and pulled me to the ground, and I was handcuffed. The cops then talked to my mom and got permission to go inside the house, where they took...
Sure. Thank you. Sorry if I don't see very active. I'm like literally running on fumes. I didn't miss any comments, did I? I did. I'm sorry, Janelle. I usually like as many as I can. 1 dislike. How dare you? This is gonna copyright you. It's my video. I'm gonna copyright myself with this one.
She didn't like being in this back bedroom with the 2 guys looming over her. So she said it was really stuffy and she wanted to make sure her unlocked bike in the front yard was okay. She all but ran to the front yard, and once she was outside with bystanders, she felt much better.
Monday is going to be 4 creepy Skinwalker stories. I don't know what the title's going to be, but it's going to be Skinwalker stories, and CCG is going to have a story in it. She's going to be the first story. That's going to be cool. It'll be part 2, actually, because I already did 1. So maybe I'll only do 3. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just do 4 and just not make it a part 2. I don't know. FC also said that he didn't like how he sounded in the video, which was very upsetting because I like the way he came out. Like, I like the way his stuff came out. They dad lesbian. See you, Grim. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna be off in a couple of minutes as well because I'm just so tired. Gotta go relax. See you, Crimson. Thanks for stopping by. Damn, there's 21 votes. That'll always fucking get me. That's a lot of votes in such a short amount of time. Alright, guys. I'm going to go relax. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. This was so much fun. I always enjoy doing these, and I did really enjoy being able to tell my little origin story. So, and read some stories from the book for you guys. I did really like that one. But thank you so much for joining. I do these all the time, so you know this is not going to be the last time. I'm going to see if I can do a live recording in this editing session Sunday. If I don't, because I might be tired, I might be really busy while editing the video, I won't. But you know, I do those a lot too. Just these, I do these a lot more. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'm going to go pass out. And I got work tomorrow, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun making it. If you haven't checked that out already, go check that shit out. If your crawl is amazing, go check him out and go sub. Go sub to everybody in here as a channel. CCG, Grim Creeper, HBN. Fantasies of Fright is also one. Gothic Rose is also great. Tiffany Benefield, I hope if you're still here, I'm so sorry for missing you. Anybody else? Nightmare Files. I think that's it. It's a Zombified. It's Zombified as well. But yeah. You're welcome for the rap and the amazing stories. Yeah, thank you guys again, and I love you, and I will never stop making videos for you as long as you're here. So thank you. Good afternoon. If I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Okay, that was a Truman Show reference. If you guys don't get that, what are you doing? Anyways, thank you.